All right, we are live. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Whew. Well, I told you, folks, it wasn't a given if I was going to be going live tonight. But you know what? I decided, why not? I started watching NXT TakeOver. What's up, guys? In the chat. I started watching NXT TakeOver. I did not finish it. So I will be reviewing that soon. Maybe tomorrow. I'm about halfway through it. But I wanted to give honorable mention to someone who hit me up on the gram, as they call it now, on Instagram, on Smash This Podcast Instagram, asked, looking through my notifications here. It says, on Smash This Podcast, are you going to talk about Austin Theory being at NXT TakeOver Toronto? And I said, well, I'll be doing a separate review for TakeOver, but I'll bring it up tonight. Sure. So I brought it up. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that big of a douche. No, that was a pleasant surprise. I did get that far into the show last night. If you're a longtime viewer of Smash This Podcast, Baron, what is up? Good to see you here, my brother. If you're a longtime viewer of this channel, you know that I bring up Flow Slam every once in a while. Well, my introduction of Flow Slam included several people that are really climbing the ranks of the pro wrestling industry today. Bunch of favorites: Ethan Page, Tag Team Champion, Impact Wrestling, several people who have been in Evolve over the years. Some came and went. One guy that has stuck through it and stayed true to Evolve and is now Evolve champ is Austin Theory. When that guy started out in Evolve, instant fan. I may not have watched all the shows, but I'm still a fan of Austin Theory. Because I see clips, I see matches. That guy, and I've said it once, and if you know my podcast, I'll say it again. He is the next Shawn Michaels. And I mean that with the utmost compliment. Now, his cocky ass would probably say something to the effect of, no, I'm going to be the next Austin Theory. That's fine. It's fine. But I see certain things in Austin Theory that will make him comparable to Shawn Michaels. He really jacked himself up. I mean, he was a skinny kid when he started. And he gained a lot of muscle weight, and he improved his wrestling skills thoroughly. Came from the school of, I believe, AR Rocks. Wow. Hey, no beer tonight, folks. AR Fox's dojo, school, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, good teacher. Came from a good place. Tremendously talented kid. Now, they did not put a spin on it like, oh. I mean, okay, most people they show for a first time means they're joining NXT. He's still Evolve champ. Now, that's not to say he can't make a debut in NXT, but he's still going to work WWN dates, Evolve dates. He's going to float back and forth. Wow, you guys are blowing up the chat. Awesome. Good to see. I'll catch up with it later. I'm going to keep going with this, okay? Glad you guys are here, though. Need to do something real quick. Been meaning to do that for a while, Baron. You may not be here all the time, but you are now a moderator. All right. Love you, Baron. All right. You can keep the chat in check while I do this. All right. We're going to keep going with this. Love you, dude. So yeah, very excited to see Austin Theory in NXT. If this is his official move, I don't believe they've said anything. Austin Theory put some stuff on his social media, on his Instagram. Didn't say anything definite, just like, hey, you're going to see me here and you're going to see me over here, pointed at the WWE sign. So he's got the kid's got goals. The kid is like, no, I'm going to WWE. Hey, and that's awesome. You know, not everybody stayed in Evolve. But I'm happy for him. You know, those who left that I have been a favorite of, like Ethan Page, have gone on to bigger and better things, you know. He's made some very interesting comments about the guy that runs Evolve 2. Very interesting. But enough about that. So congrats to Austin Theory and everything you've got coming your way in the soon to near future. So, all right. NXT TakeOver review will come soon, probably within the next day or so. But from what I watched so far, thoroughly enjoyed it. I can say that much. Now, let's get on to I've known Baron for a long time. He's an old podcast buddy of mine. I used to be part of the Rambling About Wrestling podcast back some years ago. Way back when I was... No, I'm kidding. So, yeah, Baron and I go back. He's a broski. Much love, brother. So let's talk about some some WWE 2019 SummerSlam by way of Toronto, Canada. This is the 32nd SummerSlam. Damn, when they said that tonight, I was like, oh, I've been watching since 88, since the first one. That made me feel really freaking old. Or 87, 88, whatever the first one was. Oh, my goodness. We did some rambling, all right. Hell yeah, we did. Hell yeah, we did. Didn't watch the show, so I'm here to see if this is any right off the bat, I will tell you, I enjoyed SummerSlam. I went into this, like I do a lot of WWE shows lately, with zero, like, oh, it's going to be, freaking awesome. Oh. There were a few matches that I absolutely did want to see. One of them, Kofi versus Orton. Okay. That one's been a long time coming. I was a fan of Kofi since day one. I've enjoyed his stuff. And I remember when he had that feud with Orton and things fizzled. I was pissed just like everyone else. Some Trish Stratus faction. Hello. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna miss Twish. Not gonna miss some Trish Stratus. Say that 10 times real fast. And I was also very curious to see what they were gonna do with Bray Wyatt, aka now called The Fiend. So hot. Yeah. I mean, wow. Kids and all. Jeez Louise. That woman has taken care of herself. I mean, and there were a few matches where I wasn't into as much, but let's break this down, shall we? Let's start with the pre-show. We had a few surprises. Oh, did we have some surprises? Oh my goodness. We're getting to it. I know what you're going to say. We're getting to it. Folks, I understand that not everybody watches the pre-show. I am guilty, just like everybody else, of missing plenty of pre-shows. Okay? Yeah, pretty sick, eh, Jerry? That new theme music. We'll get to it. This is one, if you're in here right now or you're watching this on the replay or whatever, and you have not watched the pre-show, you need to pause this, go watch the pre-show. If you're watching live right now, don't pause it. But stay here. But if you're watching this on the replay, go watch the pre-show. Come back. And I can tell you right now, the only thing you have to watch is the second half of the pre-show, the second hour of the pre-show, because that's where the 3 matches are. 3 matches, and did we get a surprise? Oh, that was a nice surprise. So let's talk about this. We start out with the, oh my goodness, I wrote down, I was writing quickly, so all I wrote down was 205 Live, the Cruiserweight Championship. It's not the 205 Live belt, folks. It's I'm not that much of a troll. My goodness, no. Oney Lorcan. You know what? I think this is his pay-per-view debut. I'm pretty sure he's been on a takeover before. So he's been before crowds this big. But as far as a WWE pay-per-view, I think this is his first. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm pretty sure this is his first one. So I was happy for him for this. In fact, there was a few debuts, I think. Few new ones, maybe. Well, I don't know. I'll look into it. Versus Drew Gulak. The Cruiserweight Champion. Solid match. Not too long, but solid. Drew Gulak retains. What do we got next here? Dear God. Can't read my own writing. Apollo Crews. Wow. Yeah, I got an effing penmanship back in the day. Apollo Crews versus Buddy Murphy. This one was a nice surprise. This was Buddy Murphy's debut on the SmackDown Live brand. So technically, it's his debut too, even though he's been Cruiserweight champ and on pay-per-views before. It's his debut match on the main roster. I think that's what they called it as. So that's cool. These two had a nice little match until until Rowan attacked Buddy Murphy out of nowhere. Like a big 7-foot RKO out of nowhere. Yes, Lashley is injured. He just had some elbow surgery or something, I heard. Something. He should be back by the end of the year, hopefully. Saw someone mention in the chat Lesnar versus Lashley. Yeah, that'd be something. Good match between these two, like I said, until Rowan attacked Buddy Murphy, took him out. So you can call this a DQ, you can call this a no contest. I don't think they said anything specific as to, oh, it's Buddy Murphy's win because he was attacked. They didn't say anything like that. They were just like, oh my God. And interesting enough, they showed Daniel Bryan watching like they all do backstage. They're all, seriously, no one watches TV like this. Stop doing that. It's like when people are on their phone like this or like this. No one holds up their phone like this and goes, oh, yeah, I can see. No, shut up. Stop that. Stupid. There's a flashback for you. Ryback. Oh, shnikes. All right. So, and they talked about this plenty, this whole thing going on between Buddy Murphy and Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan and Rowan and what's going on and who's to blame and who did this and who didn't do it. They talked about it. I think they certainly could have done some kind of impromptu thing between Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns without doing a match. But, so they touched on it just to refresh our memories because, of course, we all forgot. So I'm sure they're going to build this up to like the next show, which is, I don't remember what it is. Clash of Champions, TLC, Hell in a Cell. They listed all of them in a promo. I don't know what's next. I got to see. I think Clash of Champions is next. So they're going to build this for a while, slowly, probably. Who knows? Then we get Elias talking to the crowd, saying, you're in Toronto when blah, 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 and he's cutting them down like he always does, and he tells them to shut up. And all of a sudden, a very familiar entrance music hits, and the place absolutely erupted. Edge comes out. Now, my first assumption is nothing physical is going to happen. He's going to do some like goofy 5-second pose with Elias, sing a really horrible tune with him, and they're going to go on to the next match. That's what I would assume a healthy amount of fans assume the same thing. Okay. Nothing physical is going to happen. He can't because he's, Myers says, next is Clash of Champions. Thank you. Malcolm says, the rated R superstar. Oh, man. What was that announcer's name that did that? I can't remember his name. The big guy. He was a hefty fella. Can't remember his name. Somebody in the chat put it. He used to say that. He comes back once in a while. He's not completely retired. He comes back to do Especially, he should have come back tonight. Someone drop it in there. Anyways, I'll continue while the video catches up. Tony Schimmel, thank you. The champions will clash. Oh, the champions will clash. Yes, they will. Holy shit. Edge speared him out of his damn boots. Just, I popped hard. And the look on Edge's face after he did that, when he got to the top of the stage, looked, it was that, just had the greatest sex in the world look. Seriously, it was that look. It was just, it just washed over him like a Hallelujah chorus hit. You know, it was just, man, I'm not going to lie. I'm still like almost got goosebumps thinking about it. Now, excuse me. That's going to bring up a lot of discussion over the course of the next week. Let's not kid ourselves. We know they're going to be talking. Randy says Brad Shepard said that Edge and Elias were fighting Vince to do that promo because Edge was not medically cleared. That makes absolutely no sense. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm reading it wrong. Never mind. Okay, yeah, I get it. It didn't sound right in my head. It just put it together. Sorry. It's late. It's been a long week. So yeah, people are going to be talking about this. You know, he's not medically cleared. There's been advancements in medicine since he's retired. Could he possibly come back for one more match? The fans are going to want it more than ever now that he did that. The thing is, I don't think he could take a proper bump. I mean, it looked like a solid spear. You know, probably practiced it with Elias so that he hit him over here, nowhere near his neck. Elias, props to Elias. Talented, bro. Seriously. Sold like a champ. No hams. J-Bone quit drinking. Water, flavored water. That's how boring that got. Yeah. Baron, you don't come around too often, but I'll tell you, yeah. J-Bone quit drinking. J-Bone is straight edge now. I don't know. I wouldn't call it straight edge. Keep it to about one beer a year now. Gastritis blows. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right. So, yeah, super happy to see Edge back. Big spear to Elias. But that's not the last we see of Elias. We see him come back later in the show. Was hoping we'd get one more Edge appearance, but that was not in the cards. Yeah, right, Randy? Maybe. J-Bone's a quitter, but no, I'm not a quitter. It's a health thing. It's called gastritis sucks. That's all I can say about that. Diet change. Well, I had a splurge night tonight. I had pizza, so I'm probably going to be paying for it in the morning. I'll be taking some Tums after this, let me tell you. But it was damn good. Damn good pizza. All right. And while we're talking here, let me know what you guys had to eat for snack, eating, dinner, whatever, late night, whatever, while you guys were watching SummerSlam. Let me know what you guys had too. I'm curious. It's always a hot topic and what everybody's having. Did you have some takeout? Did you make something? Let me know what you had. Women's title. Women's tag title. I didn't catch all of this one because I was putting dinner in the oven right after the spear. So I missed part of this. But women's tag titles were on the line, defended successfully by Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I'll probably go back and watch it because I like the Iconics. They're goofy, they're fun to watch, and they're kind of cute. Not gonna lie. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce didn't get it done tonight. Did not get it done tonight. Now, on to the main show. They kick it off. 2 in a row with the ladies. We got Becky Lynch defending her championship against Natalya in a submission match for the Raw Women's Championship. Solid match. Was, I don't know. I couldn't get into this one. It was all right. Yeah. They put on an all right one. They used each other's submission finishers, which was kind of but I don't know. Pepsi versus Coke. Pepsi's better than Coke. Okay, all right. I like Coke Zero and I like Diet Pepsi. It's a taste thing. Weird. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, Becky wins here. Next, we had Goldberg. This was hilarious. Okay, so like I said, if you're a longtime viewer of this channel, you know I love me some Goldberg. So yeah, this was one, as much as I didn't want to see him wrestle Ziggler, I wanted to see him redeem himself from Crown Jewel. You know my reaction to Crown Jewel. I was pissed, okay? I was not angry at The Undertaker. A little refresher for you. I was not angry at The Undertaker. I was not angry at Goldberg. I was angry at Vince McMahon for putting those guys out in over 100-degree heat. That's what I was pissed at. You want to know why that match sucked? You go out and you go wrestle in over 100-degree heat. Let me know how your match goes. Guarantee you it's going to blow goat balls. Okay? So, Goldberg trying to get some redemption here. I'd say he was successful. It was short and sweet. I kind of knew it was going to be. But we we got more than we bargained for. Ziggler, oh my God, this was hilarious. Ziggler asks for the mic as Goldberg is going away after the match because it was over 1, 2, 3. Oh, Ziggler did get a couple sweet chin musics in, a la Shawn Michaels. Which shocked me. It did. I didn't think he was going to get in any offense. But Goldberg took care of him. Ziggler grabs the mic, calls him a dipshit, and then they censored the rest. But he said dip, they censored shit, and then they censored something else he said. I don't know about you. This is the professor side of me talking, so just pay attention. If you ever come across, say, Bill Goldberg, maybe don't call him a dipshit. As soon as he called him that, I was like, oh, he gonna die. He's so dead they gonna have to bury his ass twice. Oh my god. So yeah, he comes back, destroys him, gets all the way in the back this time. Ziggler gets the microphone again. He's laying there just writhing in pain. You can't beat me man to man. It's like, oh my god, what are you doing? Ziggler, you're drunk. Go home. No. He Goldberg comes out a third time, spears him out of his boots, and the glorious part about the third one, if you missed it, I'll remind you, he sold it just like Shawn Michaels used to oversell stuff for Hogan. Little flashback for you there. Remember that? Ziggler was flopping around just like Shawn Michaels. It was beautiful. It was hilarious. Too damn funny. So yeah, we got 3 spears from and a jackhammer from Goldberg. So I'd say, let's see, what did they say he was getting for this match? $600K. So that was, if my math is correct, $200K a spear. Throwing a jackhammer for free. So yeah, I mean, I thought it was funny. You know, Ziggler kept calling him back out. That was rich. Next, we had AJ Styles versus Ricochet. Good match. Styles comes off with a win with this one. And man, these two just flowed through this. It was a work of art. It really was. This one was just absolutely. I'm not sure what Ricochet was wearing. He kind of looked like a Power Ranger or something. I think he stole Ali's gear from WrestleMania. But no, besides that, I mean, these two really did put on a fun show. Somewhere in the midst of this, though, Styles approached, and I don't remember where this was in the show, but I'm talking about the Styles match, so I'm just going to bring this up because this is where I'm remembering this. Styles approached Finn Balor about joining the OC, the club. So Ricochet was going for Buzz Lightyear. That's not one I came up with. Thank you, Ronnie. That's interesting. Heel Styles. Nightwing from DC Comics? Could be. He had his gimmick on his knee pad, one and only. So yeah, there's a couple different ones there, unless that's something specifically that Ricochet said on social media or something. But yeah, good match between these two guys. The finisher, gorgeous. AJ Styles caught him, put him in the Styles Clash. Boom, 1, 2, 3. Successfully defends. Little beatdown at the end. Um, yeah, shame for Ricochet. He's one of my favorites. We'll see what happens next. We'll also see who's going to challenge AJ Styles next too for his United States Championship. And because I hadn't watched a lot of WWE programming lately to get prepped for this, I did not realize that the OC, the club, Gallows and Anderson were Raw Tag Champs. I was like, oh, they all got belts. Nice. They all got championships. Interesting. So next we had the SmackDown Live Women's Championship on the line. Bayley defending against Ember Moon. Finisher was great. The Bayley to belly, whatever they call it, from getting Ember from the top rope. That was impressive. I wasn't too in tuned in this one, but it was a good match. I was very in tune for the next one though. Kevin Owens. Oh my God. I have been so sick of Shane McMahon, which is one of the reasons I really haven't been watching much. Primarily, I'm so over Shane McMahon being on WWE television every 2 seconds. Hopefully, this is a sign that after losing to Owens, that maybe he won't be around as much. Maybe he'll take more of a back seat. Kevin Owens coming off with a huge win here. Elias was a special guest referee. Now, I kind of thought that Edge maybe would come down and take care of Elias. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. So, I am the Grappler. Well, hello, the Grappler. If that's your real name. Yes, Jerry. Kevin Owens beat Shane McMahon. Ronnie, you like Shane? Okay. And I like Shane McMahon. It's just is way too much Shane McMahon lately. It's been like way overdone. It's ridiculous. There was no reason to have him on every single show, the whole show. It's just stupid. Undisputed Era versus the OC in the near future. Ooh. Well, Survivor Series. How about that? But Undisputed has 4 people. OC only has 3. Does that mean that maybe Finn Balor will join the OC? Food for thought. We'll have to see. Any relation to the Fiend? I highly doubt it. All right. Next, we got, here we go, Hall of Famer Trish Stratus versus Charlotte Flair. This was one of my favorite parts of the show. From here on was just money. Really enjoyed it from here on. The show was good up until this point. Like I said, there were some matches I just was like, because I haven't been watching the weekly shows. Okay. But I was hoping that this show overall was going to be good. And I was very happy with it. This is one of the ones I was really tuned in for because I loved me some Stratusfaction back in the day, like I said when I started this. And was it, I mean, and I don't want to break this down move for move. You know, I don't do that. I will say that there was a couple points in the match where it looked like Charlotte was really helping Trish. Like Trish had a little bit of ring rust, but it wasn't anything like, oh, Trish blew, goat balls and she really stunk up the match. No, it was a good match. For someone who doesn't wrestle, came out of retirement, and now she's retiring again, I guess. However you want to term it. She put on a decent match with Charlotte Flair. I was very happy with it. I kind of had a feeling like my wife was like, oh, Trish is going to win. They're in Canada. Trish is going to win. And there was a couple points in the match. I kind of believe that too. But down deep inside, I was like, whenever they made a big deal about being in Canada and they put Trish out there, she never won. Maybe once. Either like when you're in your hometown or it's your birthday, you never win. Happy birthday, you lose. You're in your hometown, you're screwed. And so the history goes. So, oh, God. Yeah, I know. Don't quit my day job. But yeah, I enjoyed this match. Nice showing for Trish Stratus. She put over Charlotte Flair. A very positive veteran-like thing to do in the wrestling industry today. Charlotte can hold her head up high knowing that she had Trish Stratus's last match and that she beat her. Two things there. Last match, beat her. Not bad. Paul Nelson loves puppies. What's up, Paul? Puppies! You guys. Charlotte's next goal. Another title run? She's already been champ like, what, a dozen times? It's ridiculous. She really doesn't need it. Styles is in there too. Yo. What's up? The Grappler says the SummerSlam was the drizzling shits. There wasn't any grappling. Well then, sir, you didn't watch. Because yes, there was some grappling. Nice try, Grappler. Nice try. Nice try. Grapple Mania? October. What? You are goofy. Whoever you are goofy. Anyways. All right. Next. We got the WWE Championship on the line. Was not happy with the ending of this one. The match was good. Was not happy with the ending. No Candice Michelle tonight. Yeah, the Grappler is something. Yeah, he's trying to put himself over. Yeah. Randy says Rollins redeemed himself with the fans tonight. I wouldn't say redeemed himself. I would say his win redeemed the happiness of the fans that didn't want Brock Lesnar around. That's how I would put that one. I like Rollins. Some people say he's boring as hell. I never understood that one. But whatever. But let's talk about this. Orton versus Kofi for the WWE Championship. This one ended in a double countout. This one was a good back and forth one. As much as the way I didn't like this chapter of this story ended, I don't think this book is done. I think there's going to be more chapters. At least one more. And Corey gave it away, announcing. He said Kofi just gave away his biggest weakness, is his family. Because Orton was face-to-face with his little son saying something to him outside the ring. I don't mean nose to nose, okay? Don't, he wasn't that close. But he was staring at his kids, staring at his family, saying something. And Kofi went off. They both had a double count out. Which I didn't think even that much time passed, but apparently it did. So when they rung the bell, I was like, what the hell's going on? And then they said it was a count out. I was like, what? Really? So yeah, I didn't like that, but the match itself was good. And he destroyed Orton after that. Oh my God, did he destroy Orton. Beat the ever-loving hell out of him. Kendo stick. The crowd was hot, though. When he was done beating Orton, the crowd was hot. They did not like that. They did not like that finish. I didn't like it either, but it just means that the story is going to continue. I think they could have had a winner and a loser and still continued the story somehow, easily. But to have a double count out, I hate count outs. I really do. There's a time for them, and this wasn't a time for it. People have been waiting almost 10 years for this culmination of these two that should have been a long time ago. I didn't like that. I'd be shocked to see one person online that said, oh yeah, that was good. Yeah, I like that count out shit. Yeah, that was good shit. Because Vince McMahon booked it. It's good shit. I want to see one person say that. You know what? The grappler will probably say that was good shit. And to you, sir, I would say you're wrong. Next, we had one of the most shocking. It was. You said the whole. Why are you even watching this if you didn't watch SummerSlam? Good question. Think about it. Take your time, though. Answer properly. It was a dumb McMahon call. I think it will make sense when they find out Kofi will be leaving the New Day. You think Kofi's going to leave the New Day? See, and I was jokingly saying to my wife, because Xavier Woods had such a wild, different look, I was like, ooh, is this the night they're going to turn on Kofi? You think about silly stuff like that. I don't know. I am here to grappler this podcast. It came up on my feed. Alrighty then. Brilliant. Next, we have Finn Balor versus the re-debut of Bray Wyatt as The Fiend. He is now going by just The Fiend, because that's what came up on the screen when he came out. There was not Bray Wyatt in parentheses The Fiend. No, it's just The Fiend. That is some of the scariest stuff that the WWE has put out in a long freaking time. Hammered. Grappler's hammered. And I know that was a big question as to how he was going to wrestle. Is he going to wrestle in the mask? Is he going to take off the mask? Is he going to bring it down his little Firefly house or whatever? Ronnie, please don't put him over. You're just going to give him a giant podcast boner. I will DM you after Uncle. Okay, Paul. Sounds good. That entrance. So it's a new spin. It's like a dark heavy metal spin on his Firefly entrance from before. The terrifying part about this is with the puppets. Oh, I don't think you want to see him come out with the puppets. Because if you do, they're all going to be like dead, bloody shells of themselves. The most terrifying part of his entrance was the lantern. They showed the lantern first, and around the outside of the lantern was the skinned the hollowed out head of Bray Wyatt. Eyes sewn shut, and the mouth was like pried, stretched open so that the light shone through it, and then the smoke came out underneath. And they did a close-up of this too, and it was so shocking. I made it the thumbnail of this video. You'll see it. I was completely blown away. Finn's reaction to this, priceless. Absolutely priceless. Took him a while to snap out of this. He was terrified, as most people will be when they face him in the ring. Completely unpredictable. Using new moves. He's got the mandible claw for the closer now, which he's been, hitting a few legends with. He hit what? Kurt Angle, Foley. Foley's even scared of him. And nothing used to scare Foley. He hit someone else with it, I think. Can't remember who. Oh, he attacked Finn, and that's what started the whole thing. So we finally get the proper feud here between Finn Balor and The Fiend. And I was a little surprised we did not get the Demon. I kind of thought we were going to get the Demon tonight, but they didn't advertise him as the Demon. At least I don't think they did. So we got The Fiend versus Balor. It was good. It was good. It was, kind of a quick match. The Fiend just destroying Finn, which is how it should have been. Not a complete squash, but it was good because it gave the Fiend a chance to react to Finn's, doing stuff. And he was his whole struggling, looking at his hands. What should I do? Should I hurt him? Should I whatever, and then, grabbing his head and just, it's the whole thing. Just, and the crowd reaction was great too. They loved it. When it was all said and done, Bray left. The Fiend, because we got to call him the Fiend now. Chant of "That was awesome" broke out. Now you hear that during or right before a match. You don't hear that after everything's done, typically. So yeah, very positive response. Let me know. I haven't read everything in the chat here, but let me know your thoughts on the Fiend too. I really liked it. It only took them since April. So let's see here. April. So we got May, June, July, August. It only took 4 months of promos and insanity to finally get him in the ring. I don't think we've ever had 4 months of promos for anyone. It's usually a month max. Crazy. So yeah, I'm digging the Fiend. Oh, and I guess they're actually selling the gloves and the mask as a combo in the shop. Kind of freaky, not gonna lie. Oh, what a trip. So yeah, Fiend beats Balor, Mandible Claw. Crazy. Last but certainly not least, to let the fans of Toronto go home happy, Finn Balor against Brock Lesnar, defending his WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship. I'm really surprised Rollins won. I did not think he was going to win it back. But the whole show, honestly, as I'm watching promos and I'm watching the crowd and I'm watching what's happening, just overall observing certain aspects of the show. They needed we've got more grapplers. Great. Lovely. It's all about the viewer putting themselves over tonight, apparently. Got it. Duly noted. They needed a strong, the WWE needed a strong showing tonight. And I think, no, I didn't see, I stayed off Twitter, social media the whole time. I don't know majority of the people's reaction to this show. I would assume by listening to the crowd that overall it was pretty positive. Baron, I would agree. Brock and Rollins killed it tonight. I was very thanks, Styles. I'll look at that later. The likes and the dislikes. Oh, you guys. That's when you can tell there's one guy with multiple accounts hitting all the dislikes, logging out, hitting another dislike, logging out, hitting another dislike. I'm not stupid. I'm really not that stupid. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the Lesnar match. with Rollins. Rollins comes off with a win here. Like I said, shocked he won. Shocked. But they need... Look, it's not just these guys needed a strong show. There's a lot going on here. If you look at the bigger picture, you know, ooh, what was that? Something happened. Yeah, it froze up for a second. Okay, we're back. We're fine. We're good. We're almost done. We're getting out of here. Computer's tired, apparently. There's a war brewing, just in case people didn't know. You know, WWE needs to be strong going into the fall, debuting on Fox. So they need to build their momentum up because they're not doing so hot right now. They needed a solid show tonight to regain a little momentum going into this fall. What's very interesting is at some point they're going to have to figure out who's going to be on Raw and who's going to be on SmackDown, because I don't think they're going to have people going back and forth. I don't think Fox wants that. I think Fox wants their core people who they want, and they don't want them all over the place because they're competing with Raw. They're competing with the USA Network. Let's be real here. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on from here. I'm going to be very curious. I know people are going to be picking these shows apart like crazy now. Ooh, what did Heyman do? Ooh, what did Bischoff do? That's going to be a big discussion. I don't think we're really going to know the whole story. Some stuff might get out. I could really care less. I just want a decent show. You know, I hope the momentum stays going. You know, I want a reason to watch again because I haven't been. You know, I was very critical going into this, and I came out happy with the show. So is it going to make me want to watch Raw? Yeah. Am I going to watch it live? I don't know. I got stuff to do. But I'll watch it. So Rollins defeats Lesnar. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. But that's part of getting those fans back. Fans don't want Lesnar. Lesnar is not going to make money because he doesn't do shit. Okay? Is he a spectacle? Yes. Is he a beast? Yeah. Can he throw you across 10 houses? Sure. Whatever. I'm not going to sit here and say that he never made the WWE a dime. I'm not going to sit here and say that. I'm not that ignorant. I didn't like Bray Wyatt's new theme. It should have been Full Metal. Well, I'm not sure what Full Metal is, but it was pretty heavy. It was pretty dark. Watch it again. You might change your mind. Thanks for tuning in, Racist Fan Rocks. So yeah, thanks for everyone tuning in tonight. We're going to get out of here. We went just over an hour. It's about what I wanted to do. Was shocked that the WWE didn't put on like a 5-hour show plus a 2-hour pre-show. They actually went like 3 hours. I was shocked. Was it? Yeah, it was like right around 3. It was just over 3 hours, I think. Couldn't believe it. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Thumbs up, thumbs down. But as far as this podcast, don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content hits your screen. We'll be back tomorrow night, folks, or sometime during the day. Not sure. We'll see. We'll talk some NXT TakeOver. I got to finish watching it. We will catch up on MLW. And me and the boys at some point will review last week's Impact Wrestling. And we might test out these guys. So watch for that. It's a work in progress, folks. It's a work in progress. We'll see. Thanks, everyone, for blowing up the chat. The Grappler. You were the drizzling shits. Good night.